What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Ria Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Monday. And Friday energy we are bringing to you on this lovely Monday afternoon that you're listening to this. Hopefully you had an amazing weekend. Sorry that we didn't get to talk to you guys on Friday. We had our live show in Boston Thursday night, which was freaking awesome. Thought it was great. We had a lovely time, our biggest show yet, and I thought we did a good job.
I do too. The show was amazing. Boston was amazing. Crowd was amazing. Production went very well.
Yes.
Everything was
very smooth.
Very smooth.
Smoothest show,
Yeah.
I think, to date.
It was incredible, and we have some exciting news.
But
New York, we're coming for you. Well, we're staying here for you.
Yeah.
Because
we're not leaving.
We're not
staying.
leaving. Thursday, tickets go on sale for our one night only in New York show, which is December 7th. It's a Wednesday.
Spectacular.
Holiday Spectacular on a Wednesday.
Happy holidays.
Yes, and we are so excited. So we usually keep the same format for each live show, but this one is a holiday spectacular, so you never know what's going to happen. We have some really, really fun things planned for this show that I am like beaming about. Like, look at me. I got a little smirk coming out of my face. Because when you get in the swing of it, yesterday, I was dancing around listening to some music, and I put on the song that we come out to, which we just changed actually. And I was like, fuck, New York, we got some things planned. So Thursday, New York tickets will go on sale. Make sure you guys are on the site ready to go. 12 Eastern time,
Noon on Thursday.
Yeah, so noon Eastern time. Tickets sold out really fast in Boston, so make sure if you want to come, you're on that link and you're ready to go.
Did you say Webster Hall?
Yes, I did. Webster Hall, which is iconic.
Very cool.
I've been to concerts there. It's
Yeah, so
awesome.
have I.
Yeah.
Very cool.
When I told my family we were doing Webster Hall, they were like, "The fuck? you guys are doing Webster Hall?"
Yeah.
So
Very,
really cool.
very excited.
Also, thank you. Shout out to Taylor and Megan.
Yes.
They put on the live shows for us. So
They did an awesome job, and thank you to everybody who came
Everything
and
went so
supported
well.
us. It was really fun, and we love doing the live shows.
Yeah.
Love getting on stage.
That we do.
Yes, we do. So how was everyone's weekend besides that?
I had a great weekend, if you couldn't tell from the way I sound.
You didn't even fucking listen to Lake Bell.
Didn't listen to Lake Bell.
You're not taking this job
She
seriously.
told me, well, I actually out loud said to people yesterday that I was worried about talking too much because my voice is my craft. And they looked at me and they were like, "You did not just say that."
Your voice is your craft.
I was like,
honey.
"Guys, my voice is my craft."
Your voice is your craft. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Your voice
It was
is your
just-
craft.
It was just a funny way of
Did you
putting
get-
it out there, but it is, and it was a great weekend. Besides the Phillies losing, but we're moving on from that.
Did you get told that you talked too much in school when you were younger?
No, I didn't talk too much in school because I'm a rule follower. I'm not talking out of turn.
Mm-hmm.
But socially, yes. Socially, definitely too much.
I just thought of like the most embarrassing story ever that I was just about to tell, but I need to save it. We're not telling it right now. Moving on. Anyways.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. It hit me, and then I was like, then tears started falling my eyes, and I can't tell it right now.
I had a great Sunday. It was Marathon Sunday in New York. One of my best friends ran the marathon. It's the first time I have had somebody very close to me run the marathon. And we put together a whole, cheering squad. We were at mile 8, mile 18, mile 23. We're running around all the city, making sure we were there at certain spots. We met up with her like towards the end too. And it was just amazing. But the Marathon Sunday is such a electric day. And you find yourself just screaming all day because you're cheering for everybody that's running the marathon. And you see these people, they're so happy to be running too. Like you see people are smiling in ear to ear. They're taking it all in. It's amazing. So big credit to Madeline for running the New York City Marathon. She absolutely crushed it. So if you couldn't tell, I was yelling a lot on Sunday.
Let me tell you, very impressive by
Yeah.
everybody that does the marathon. I could never. I just could never. So props to everybody who does it. It's really amazing.
I know.
It's the first time I like actually really paid attention to the marathon. I'm not gonna lie. Every year I'm like, running. Who does that?
Yeah.
But then this year I was really paying attention and I was like, wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, we had a conversation at one of the stops because the atmosphere was just so amazing. And we were all like, God, maybe I should do this, you know? Like everybody in the
Right.
group was having that revelation. And I was like, no, not me. Not having the revelation.
No.
I'm having the revelation that I do love cheering
Yeah.
for the marathon.
You could support
And I
everybody
will
at the
come-
marathon.
I will cheer. I will make a sign. I will do the whole thing. But I will not,
Participate.
probably would not participate.
Right.
But it, like you said, it is incredibly impressive.
Right. I'm happy for
anybody that
everybody
has
else who
run.
does it, but not us.
Yeah, it is.
We don't need to
it
be
is
runners.
Tough. Tough.
26 miles.
I saw
It's insane.
an older woman with a cane.
Oh,
Crazy.
guys, there was a man. He's gone viral, I
With
think.
the pineapple?
The pineapple. I saw him twice.
You saw him twice?
Yeah, it was amazing. I saw him in Brooklyn, and we were all like,
Did you
oh
go
my
on
God,
that
look at
pineapple man?
We were like, look at that man with that pineapple on his head.
Very impressive as well.
And then we
These
saw
people
him.
are doing tricks.
We saw him at mile 23. Still had the pineapple on his head.
That is something else.
We were like, look at this guy go with the fucking pineapple on his
It's
head.
There's
one
a
of
guy
those things-
juggling and running.
That is
All right, stop
crazy.
showing off.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
That's what I said.
We
I
get
said,
it.
come on.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
okay, we get it. You're running the 26 miles. You also have to juggle in front of our faces.
Yeah, the
Enough.
things people do to like entertain themselves, but the just diversity in people that you see running, it's great.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful day, and especially it was like hot and humid in the city too. So
Ugh, I would have been
felt
so pissed if I was running.
I felt so bad for so many. Like it was like 80% humidity. That is not
Yeah.
what you're training for. You spend all like you're training September, October. You're going on these long runs. It's 40, 45 degrees in the morning. You're running early. You're not training in 80% humidity and 75 degrees.
Let me tell you, hot these past 2 days.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
don't like it
drop,
at
but
all.
it's really. It was like a weird. We got like a weird heat wave.
It's
the last
November. I'm
week.
wearing
Disgusting.
shorts. This might be the
I know.
latest I've worn shorts.
I know.
It's crazy.
We had a debate when we were getting dressed for Sunday of people being like, "Is it acceptable to wear jean shorts?" And we were like, "Yeah, I think
is.
it totally
It
is.
definitely
it is
was
hot out."
It was hot yesterday. There was something else I wanted to bring up, but I can't quite remember. Do I remind you of Kourtney Kardashian today?
With your matcha,
Yes.
a little bit, yeah.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
We're testing out your matcha.
I am
We're
testing out
testing.
matcha
We're testing it out.
because I just need something that gives me energy. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't need to be coffee,
Yeah.
and sometimes coffee can hurt your tummy.
Yeah.
So why not a little matcha? Let's just want to. I actually feel like I do feel like the energy is working though. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm feeling energetic. I had a
Probably
question
is.
for both of you though that I saved in my mind bank over the weekend.
Mhm.
If you could have invented one thing, right, that is used on a day-to-day basis or just in a daily task, for example, window washer, right? The person who invented window washer is a billionaire, okay? Or one of them. If you could pick one item.
Like, what do you mean window washer?
That's just an example.
No, I know,
it's
but just like the cleaning product.
Like there's a
Like
certain,
Windex.
yeah, Windex, like any
Yeah.
brand name
Yeah.
washer.
Yeah.
Something so simple, but yet so effective in
Right.
life.
You have the patent for something.
Right.
I have a good one.
What is it?
Band-Aids.
Band-Aids is a great
Yeah.
one. That is a great answer.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm so pleased that you just said that immediately.
Well, I've really like in the past week or so
Yeah.
had a lot of Band-Aids.
How's
you
your
really had
finger?
to utilize some
Did it
Band-Aids.
It
heal?
started. I played basketball with my brother over the weekend, and it started bleeding again.
You balled up?
Yeah,
Damn.
How was it? Who won?
he did because
He's
he
better?
no, because I haven't played in months, and so I could go into it, but he practices like every day, and he's been
He
like
was
training
ready?
for he trains like that's a Super Bowl. Like if he beats me, it's like
He's also,
he's taller than me.
and he graduated, right?
Yeah,
He was a college athlete.
yeah. I don't think that matters. I could
I
have been a
think
college athlete if I wanted to be.
Yeah,
No.
you could have been. Anything you set your mind
No.
to. Anybody could do anything they set their mind to.
I could.
Sports is one thing where I'm like,
No, to this day, I'll be like, still,
college
I have better hand-eye
sports.
coordination.
I think it's very hard to be a college athlete.
Guys, don't forget that I can throw a football over 60 yards, okay?
We don't forget that. That's why we hired you.
We should do that. Oh, no, I was going to say
What
Webster
is
Hall
your
isn't
answer?
60 yards long.
I'm trying to
otherwise-
think. I can't like.
Because I saw a TikTok this
I
weekend.
can't think of anything.
This window washer.
I was going to say headphones, too.
right, something so simple.
I'm trying to think of something that's really, really simple that you use all the time. That is like
soap.
Think about anything.
Yeah.
Socks.
Well, right, but
yeah.
that's.
The
No,
wheel.
I'm thinking like a
Band-Aids was a perfect answer.
Okay,
Don't go any
fine.
further than Band-Aids.
Yeah.
But I saw a TikTok for this window washer, and it was like this famous window washer. I saved it. Don't ask me why. I have no idea.
the brand.
Just the
Yeah,
idea
it
of
was a certain cleaning soap, and I was like, wow, imagine being the person who created this specific cleaning brand. I don't want to give any free ads. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
already doing well. And then you're just like rich because you created the chemicals
Yeah. Yeah.
to create this window washer. Why aren't I that smart?
I'd probably go with like,
What happened to me in school that I talk for a living and I couldn't create something?
we're just
Our voice is our craft.
Our voice is our craft. We're late in the game. Like everything's
Everything's
been invented
Well,
already.
That's what you think until something, and you're like, why didn't I think
right.
know.
Well, I was thinking that about the podcast
The
because
back
I was like,
scratcher. Back scratcher is a good one.
back scratcher is a good one.
Yeah.
But is it
Yeah, because
not really.
those are sold in a lot of places.
true and people just pick it up?
Think
But
about all like the
What about
novelty stores.
the neck pillow for like flying.
that's a good
Yeah.
one. I was just thinking about the podcast and I was like, what can we do? We've
to
been
invent something.
No, just in general. Well, we have the dressing, but just in general, like, what can we do to change up the podcast a little bit, right? Like, what is nobody doing right now? Everybody's doing everything. Everybody's doing everything. It's like, and we started this thing 5 years ago,
Yeah.
but just because now TikTok is so popular, people see our podcast, right? And they don't know how long ago we started. And they think that we just picked this up, right? Like now. And they're like, oh, everyone thinks they can have a podcast now. It's like, bitch, we've been doing this for 5 years, And just everybody's doing everything. Like, what's a new segment? I don't know, because everybody's doing everything.
The sign segment we did was new, and that was very
Right,
successful.
you're right. You're right. But I was just, my mind was racing yesterday thinking, what can we do? What can excite us? And I came up with nothing because everything, I felt like everybody's doing everything. And we have been doing
We have
it.
a new segment this Friday.
We do. We
That
actually
is
do have a new segment this Friday.
It's just kind of repurposed. But yes, there's a tough thing when you do come up with an idea and you Google it and you're like, that already
Right.
exists.
That's like, it's not like I came up with nothing, but I was like, this has been done.
Imagine.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what got my mind racing? Because I'm sorry, this matcha, get it away from me. It has given me energy up the wazoo. I feel like my heart is racing. Who knew? Anyways, I saw, when people do on their stories and they're like, confess something to me,
Yeah.
oh, give me your deepest, darkest confessions. And I think it was Chelsea from The Bachelor, her Instagram stories, that she was talking about the Cosmo. Remember in Cosmo years ago when there was like the confessions page and it was so juicy?
The magazine.
Yes.
Yes.
And it was like a thrill when you got one of your magazines, J14
Yeah,
type,
yeah.
whatever. And you'd be like, oh, like what are people saying? We are so now overexposed to people's confessions that you can't even do a confession segment, right? Because
Right.
every day
It has to be out of this fucking world to actually shock people.
right. Nothing that I hear shocks me anymore because we are seeing. Well, my whole For You page is just, I'm just scrolling through mindlessly, seeing the craziest shit, and nothing is affecting you anymore because it's just so over.
Yeah.
Everybody knows everything about everybody.
I just feel like TikTok's really giving you a lot of issues right now.
I need to take a break from TikTok. I do. It's so much overexposure
It's
to
actually,
information.
Highly addictive.
It's highly addictive. Well, listen, I love TikTok, but I just think you're getting so much information from everybody that you kind of become desensitized.
Wait,
to
did you watch
things.
White Lotus last night?
I did.
Where she was talking about the girl.
Oh,
the
yeah.
assistant. She's like, I just want to live. Like, I don't want to be on TikTok. Like,
Right. No, but I feel that though. Like, I just felt like, how does somebody do an advice segment or a confession segment anymore when it's like, people are just confessing for no reason.
Right.
You know, people are just telling
and you are like, you have no time for something. Like, if we did that and people like sent boring stuff, you would actually end the segment.
Right. I would just be like, enough of this segment. But
yeah.
People have no problem sharing their deepest, darkest secrets anymore. They just tell them for free on TikTok.
Yeah.
So, whatever. This match just got me feeling
all
crazy.
All to go viral.
I'm not going to lie. I don't know if I'll ever drink this again. Because my heart is beating right now. I swear to God, I need to put ice on my neck. I'm sweating.
Oh, boy.
I'm literally dripping sweat. I did not know it was that powerful.
I feel like you need a water.
I do. Holy fuck. Wow. Kourtney Kardashian is drinking this. You know, it's not safe that Penelope's drinking this. It's not. You see her TikToks?
Yeah. But think about, like, I used to drink those frappuccinos.
Right, but holy fuck.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to die.
Take a couple deep breaths. I don't know how this happens.
I don't know. It just hit me out of nowhere.
Just really rapid fire.
I'm not kidding. That is like the most caffeine I've ever felt.
Getting like a head rush.
I'm like, seriously, feel my hands.
Yeah, you're moist. You're definitely a little moist.
Oh, all right. Let's get into the segment.
I started the White Lotus.
Oh, yeah.
Just want to make that announcement. I started the White Lotus. I had a couple things to say. I started the White Lotus.
Now, this is the devil's lettuce. This is crazy. I'm sorry. Go on.
I was very upset about Fate, the Wink Saga getting canceled. I posted about that last week. Very upset about it. I don't know what happened. I think it's a money thing because people were watching it. Made me very upset. 3, today is Monday. Tomorrow is Tuesday.
Really?
And the day after that is Wednesday.
Tuesday is voting day. So make sure you go out and vote. I think that's very important. Tuesday is voting day, November 8th. And we'll be recording for, obviously, you won't hear it till Wednesday. So this is my time to remind you all to vote.
Yeah, Paradise is only tonight.
Paradise is only one night due to it being election day on November 8th.
And something also important, ugly Christmas sweaters go on sale tomorrow, 20% off.
They're actually fire.
And they're actually really good.
Yeah, they are.
Like, we thought of some good ones this year, and we're excited about it.
I'm excited for people to see them.
And that'll be tomorrow at 10 a.m. So look out for those.
Yep.
We'll post them. I'm excited for your guys' reaction. Let's get into the topics.
Let's do
my
it.
Heart falls out of my chest.
Let's do it before you pass out and I lose my voice.
I might. I actually really might. I'm not joking. Okay. We're going to be talking about the Selena Gomez documentary that came out on Apple TV on Friday. We're going to talk about Love is Blind, catch up on all the episodes, and then the finale is this week. Unfortunate, very sad news about Aaron Carter passing this past weekend. And we have a game of trivia with Charcuterie Chick and her fiance, who were so much fun. And you guys, also, if you watch on YouTube, you can look at the beautiful boards and buy her book, The Art of the Board. So let's get into it, starting off with Selena Gomez. Everybody has a different idea of relaxing, whether that's, watching ASMR like I like to do, or that's pleasuring yourself before bed. Who knows? Everybody has a different way that they like to relax, whether that's at night, whether that's in the morning, and Dipsea can help you out with that. Dipsea Stories is an app full of sexy audio stories, and now they even have brand new written stories as well. No matter who you're into or what turns you on, Dipsea helps bring the stories to life anytime, anywhere. You can close your eyes and let yourself get lost in a world where only good things happen and pleasure is your only priority. You can explore your fantasies in a safe, shame-free way with Dipsea Stories. There are hundreds of stories to choose from, and they release new content every week, so there's always more to explore. The stories are endless, the scenarios are endless, the fantasies are endless. Dipsea has you covered, like I said. And they also have wellness sessions to help you wind down and explore, and sleep sessions to help you drift off. So if you're looking for a way to go to sleep instead of watching TV or scrolling on your phone, you just want to shut your eyes and listen to something, Dipsea also helps you out there with their sleep stories that help you drift off into a beautiful sleep. For listeners of the show, Dipsea is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipseastories.com/chicks. That's 30 days of full access for free when you go to DIPSEA dipsystories.com/chicks. Once again, dipsystories.com/chicks and get an extended 30-day free trial and try them out. Selena Gomez's documentary came out on Friday on Apple TV. It's called My Mind and Me. Very deep documentary. Goes in depth to Selena Gomez's life, her mind, the mental health struggles she deals with. I thought it was a beautiful documentary. I love Selena Gomez. I do. Watching this documentary, I was like, I think she just seems like such a good person.
Yeah, it's crazy to see the time lapse, because they've been filming and they have footage from so many years. So you see these clips from 2016. She looks so, like, I was like, oh my God, she looks so young. Like, she was getting ready to tour. She showed a very intimate setting of her kind of having a little bit of a breakdown, being worried about the tour and performing and having it look good and her looking good and all these things. And it was just, the whole thing it was extremely relatable, talking about her health issues physically and mentally, and even how the physical stuff affected the mental stuff, and her bipolar diagnosis, and really discussing all of those things that she hasn't fully shared. Like, there was that one scene that I found really interesting too, where she was planning that speech, and her, I don't know who was with her publicist, manager, but whoever it was like, do you want to say bipolar? Like, if you do, it's going to be, really picked up. And she's like, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I just want you to be aware of what could happen if you do. And it just felt like Selena really wanted to share and help people. And clearly philanthropy is extremely important to her. She shared a trip to Africa that was like very emotional, and the conversations they were having, these girls were so impressive. And I basically, I had tears in my eyes from the beginning to the end.
Same. I cried throughout the entire thing. I think that there was also a lot cut out, apparently, that she cut like a whole hour just weeks before that, which is crazy to think about. I'm sure it went even more in depth, but I feel like this was a totally different side that we usually see of Selena Gomez. Like, it's pretty surface level. She said she wanted it to be a surface level, tour documentary, and then things obviously changed, plans changed, and we saw a lot more. I think that it's clear, without mentioning it, but also kind of talked about, was her relationship being so public, and the paparazzi, the way they just scream in her face, because that was shown often, like the way they scream at her, and then they talk about, are you drinking again, and just everything, like just shouting at her. And I feel like that wasn't talked about really, but it was shown, and I feel like that was also on purpose. There was also a lot of talks about Selena Gomez's friends, because she did mention somewhere that she's not friends with some people that were in the documentary, but she is still friends with Raquel. And a lot of people had a problem with Raquel in this documentary, which I just think people are so soft these days. Like, it's insane. People,
I thought that was crazy.
It's so tiresome to see it. I mean, we say it's tiresome, but I'm sure it's way more tiresome to be Selena Gomez and see everybody pick apart everything, and your fans picking apart everything, because you love your fans and you're so happy they support you, but you're also like, you don't need to tear apart my friends and my family and all that, because she is still really close to Raquel. It's just tiresome to see the way that people need to flip everything and get mad at everything and dissect the way her friendship is with Raquel. It's like, if she's friends with Raquel, clearly she does, you know what I mean? Like, she hasn't had a problem cutting other people out of her life. Clearly she finds Raquel to be a good friend. Raquel was a very honest person in this documentary. Felt like she was trying to, ground Selena at times, and they talked like good friends. Like, it just seemed like Raquel felt comfortable talking to Selena in a way that other people maybe wouldn't feel comfortable, because a lot of people are just yes people in those situations, whereas Raquel would push back on Selena a little bit more. I thought that it was just because they're really close friends and not that Raquel is a bad friend. Like, I think maybe she just shows her support in a different way and shows affection in a different way. But the way that people attack is insane.
Yeah, you also saw like 3 conversations over a span of a 10-year friendship. They've been friends for a really long time. She was getting called all these names online, talking about that they have a toxic friendship. I don't know what people expect Selena's friends to do for her, act like around her, to just kiss her ass the whole time is just like not realistic. And I don't think anybody wants a friend that's like that. And they have like clearly a complex relationship. Raquel has been with her through a lot and clearly travels with her and is at all these events and is kind of like a support system for her. So it would just be fake if Raquel didn't maybe get frustrated with her friend sometimes. Like, the whole documentary, I felt like, was to show that Selena, humans are flawed. Like, there isn't a perfection, that we hold these celebrities to this standard of perfection. And the same is like with your friends. Like, you don't have perfect friends. People have arguments or they have discussions. And like, there was, one moment where Selena had gotten frustrated because she had felt like Raquel was making it seem like she wasn't appreciating the, moments and things she's been afforded in her life. And she's like, that's not what I'm trying to say. And was getting very frustrated doing press, which is fair. I mean, they showed some of the clips and yeah, I could understand why she would get frustrated, but Raquel had to turn her Instagram, like her Instagram comments were off. Like, it was crazy. She was trending on Twitter. Yeah. It just felt like it blew up so much when it was just like a couple conversations of friends having talks. Like,
it also just
sometimes you get frustrated with a friend.
It also just showed that Selena Gomez like isn't nice 24/7. Like, when she said to her, when she's getting frustrated with Raquel, it's like, you guys aren't gonna get along 24/7 if you're together 24/7. And also, somebody needs to check in and say, are you happy? Raquel checking in on Selena saying, are you happy, is because she sees her all the time and probably knows when she's actually happy versus when she's not actually happy. So her saying, and I think it was clear actually that Selena wasn't happy. Yeah. And so when Raquel was like, you don't seem happy, I think it was pretty clear Selena wasn't happy in those moments.
Yeah, and she, Raquel is writing or has written a book with Tanya Rad from Scrubbing In, and we love Tanya, and their book is called The Sunshine Mind, 100 Days to Finding the Hope and Joy You Want. So I just feel like Raquel is always trying to see positivity and trying to push positivity, and sometimes when you're like having a little bit of a dark moment or you're sad or you're going through something and your friend is pushing like, well, be appreciative, positivity. Like, you just want to be like, shut the fuck up.
Right. Like, no, I'm not happy right now.
Yeah, exactly. But that's not on Raquel. Like, that's her, her mindset is like that. And they're having regular, like I said, normal friendship conversations.
And also when Raquel was like, this isn't reality to Selena, and then everyone was like, well, it could be her reality. But like right now it's not. Like, Selena has a whole other life, friends, family, at home. That is not her reality at the moment. It is not her. Like, that's just very real. Like, the people who are saying like, well, it could be her reality. Like, I get what you're saying, but it's not her reality.
It could be reality if she dropped her family and friends and profession and business and
dropped everything. Yes. But unfortunately, that's just not the case.
That's just not how it works.
It's just people they live online. It's crazy. Really, some people just need to step outside. It's genuinely insane. Like, it was really fucking crazy.
I was very surprised to see what people were saying. I felt like that was totally unnecessary, but it was a good side. It was a very good side of Selena to see. And I just think it's so, I certainly don't consider myself an expert in mental health and learning of, proper diagnoses and things like that. For when you look at like bipolar disorder, there's so many factors that can come into play with a diagnosis like that. And it's just, it's wild to me that Selena, Demi, they're two young people in the spotlight. Disney, Barney, that focus, that lens was so zoomed in on them. And like that really, really, I think took such a toll.
Absolutely.
On them. And like I said, there's so many factors that go into a diagnosis like that. But to have these two young people who were friends very early on, went through a lot of the same shit, to have it happen it's you really look back at the obsession of fame. And I mean, hey, we'll talk about it when we talk about Aaron Carter. Like it's really, to have like this documentary and Aaron Carter's passing like all in one weekend, is you really look at how these young famous people, how their brains are just affected by all of this.
So many people want to be famous so bad. Like it's not like they want to be a singer or an actress or an actor because they love that. They just want to be famous. And it's like, well, that does not fix really anything. There's so many problems and difficulties and challenges that come with it. On top of that, Selena Gomez made a comment. See, I love Selena Gomez. Like, I've always liked Selena Gomez, but after this documentary, I was like, wow, I really love Selena Gomez. I think she's great. But I will disagree with what's happening here with the comment she made saying that Taylor is her only friend in the industry. Yeah. And then Francia, I think is how you pronounce her name, who donated her kidney to Selena Gomez. She saved Selena Gomez's life, okay? Selena Gomez has lupus. She needed kidney. Francia was a match. The way that Francia even found out that she was a match was her doctor didn't even tell her. Selena Gomez told her, because the doctor told Selena Gomez first. So it was like, at that point, she did have a choice, but also no. You know what I mean? It was like Selena Gomez called her and was like, you're my match. Like, this is so awesome. And then at that point, you're like, I have to give her my give her my kidney. So she saved Selena Gomez's life. So this comment was posted on E! News, where they wrote about how Selena said that Taylor is her only friend in the industry. Francia commented, said, interesting. Now, whether you agree with the way that Selena Gomez worded that and that Francia maybe overreacted or whatever, sensitive, mind you, she gave her kidney. So, like, you're probably going to be sensitive to certain things when you're not mentioned, when you're like, I fucking gave you my kidney, and you're not going to say this.
I also thought it was a little wild. So then, I thought her not being in the documentary,
right,
too,
not at all,
crazy.
not mentioned at all.
Because they talked about the kidney donation.
Right.
But maybe, I mean, I don't know, maybe Selena didn't really want that to be a focus.
I know, but she gave you her fucking kidney.
I know.
And then Selena Gomez, and so then everyone was talking about the comment. She
unfollowed Selena.
So
Instagram
then
too.
Selena commented on a TikTok where it was talked about and said, sorry that I didn't mention every person I know. Extremely snarky comment.
Yeah.
Just felt unnecessary, whether you're friends or not friends.
I think Selena,
Selena
might be a little snarky too, which everybody's snarky.
Yes, but she gave her
her
fucking kidney.
I understand.
Like, it's one thing,
but we don't know what happened in between those
I know,
times.
but the thing is, even if you're not friends anymore, she gave you her kidney. Like that's the thing. Like at that point, I don't think it matters if you're friends or not friends.
I know, but
you got to remember who saved your life and gave you her kidney. She may need that later in life, and she doesn't have it anymore because she gave it to you.
I just think that Selena meant the comment as more of like people at her level.
Yes, but I'm not.
Like,
but I'm saying it doesn't matter how the comment was meant at that point. If you're Francia and you're offended by that, it's like kind of, you're probably so sensitive to the fact that you gave this person your kidney.
No. I'm not saying. Yeah, I understand. I do think like Francia has every right to be hurt by that comment. I understand that. I just think it was perhaps an unnecessary Instagram comment when it's an interview. It's on E! News. It's a written text where a lot of times like that stuff is taken out of context. Right. But I don't think Selena meant to exclude everyone. She has other famous friends. Like,
no, I know, but
she was hanging out with Brooklyn Beckham and Nicola Peltz. Beckham, they had this big part. Like those are famous people.
Right, but
they're in the industry.
You see that, it's just a heat of the moment thing. You're like, are you kidding me? And then you comment, right? So I'm assuming Francia after that was like, maybe that wasn't the best comment, but heat of the moment, you're like, I gave her my kidney.
For Selena, if you see that, maybe she didn't go about it the right way, but shouldn't she have just been like, obviously I like owe my life to her, like instead of like commenting back a snarky comment.
Right, the snarky comment back was like, did you have to say sorry to mention every person I know? It's like, you could have just been like, I was talking about like the music industry, like obviously Francia. She could have had like a nice comment back, but instead had a very snarky comment back.
Selena's probably pissed that Francia took it online, like
but
unfollowed her. She straight up unfollowed her too. Like, and they made a TikTok together in like July over the summer, the two of them, and people were freaking out about it because you don't really see them together that often anymore. And Francia said she has viewed Selena more as like a sister and not even like a friend, where it's like they don't have to sugarcoat shit with each other. So I can just see both sides of it. I'd imagine that you have changed your life to help somebody. Your body, you did something for somebody else. I think on Selena's side, which I feel like is possible for people who receive donations like this, it's like, yes, I owe you so much. Thank you so much. Do I have to say that every single time something happens? Because
probably not every single time, but when you create an entire documentary about your life and you leave out like a very crucial part, that's probably, you know what I mean? Like there's one documentary about Selena Gomez.
I thought it was very bizarre she was not included. I kind of feel like they just aren't that friendly anymore.
Right, but there's one documentary about your life, like,
how can you leave out the part where your life was saved?
Right, like there's
Selena mentioned that she talked about the kidney donation, but it was like she didn't really talk about Francia. So
but that's what's crazy. Like, no, you don't need to be mentioned every single time. Every single time Selena Gomez talks about something, but one time there's a documentary about your life, you should probably include the fact that this person gave you their kidney.
But I'm just saying maybe they had a falling out, so she didn't want to include her.
That's crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. It's nuts. Like, no matter what, like, if you're friends or not friends, like, she should still be appreciated. Like, hey, we're not friends anymore, but I will thank her forever for giving me.
It's very complex. I think I don't even know like what they're. I'm not even.
But once again, I love Selena Gomez. It's just like not. You don't have to just because you like someone say that they're okay. They're right all the time.
I'm not saying I think that they had a falling out because I really don't know. I just think they
had one now.
I think they have a very. I think they have a very complex relationship. I think when you have a friend make that kind of sacrifice for you, it can get very complicated. And I feel like that's probably where they're at right now. And Selena's also probably, we saw how she reacted to doing press and stuff. She's probably pissed that like is a comment that made its way to everything.
Wow.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, if I was her too, I would just be frustrated that like that you do an interview and that one clip is that one quote is what's being shared everywhere. Yeah. She's saying she only has one friend in the industry.
Honestly, stupid quote.
Yeah.
Like, didn't have to be shared everywhere either.
Yeah. And
there was so much more in the interview.
They're friends. And
everybody knows. Yeah.
Everybody knows they're friends. And I really just think it was more of like, hey, it's fucking lonely at the top. She's one of the most followed human beings on the planet. And as far as fame goes, there's not that many people that are like up on that level. So I feel like Taylor's like one of the only people that can really relate to her in that sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
It just felt like it really exploded from something that wasn't that serious.
Yeah. Well, either way, I think that the documentary probably, helped a lot of people who deal with the same stuff Selena Gomez does in terms of feeling like they're not, crazy or, out of place, because so many people deal with that. And to see somebody like Selena Gomez, who is so famous and so almost unattainable in real life, that you're like, wow, she deals with the same stuff as I do, probably helped a lot of people.
Yeah, definitely. I think the documentary is extremely well made and the message is strong and it's important. And everybody, if you haven't watched it, you should watch it. It is really good. It's on Apple TV. What was I going to say? Oh, There was some people questioning that TikTok comment because they were like, oh, Selena said in the documentary she doesn't have any of her social. I think she has TikTok. Like, I think
TikTok is the one that she
access
does.
to TikTok. Which makes sense. Like, anytime she does make a comment or go live or do anything, it's on TikTok. So I think that's the one thing she is actually on.
Which might be the most toxic platform that there is.
I know.
So,
but she loves TikTok. She does.
There's it's very entertaining, but also very toxic. Yeah. Both sides to it.
It was a very interesting get together that they had with Brooklyn and Nicola, by the way.
Didn't understand that. People forget Nicola dated Justin Bieber.
Oh, I did forget that. Me.
Yeah.
She did?
I think they went on a couple dates.
Oh. Well, it looked like they had a little
Nicola and
slumber party type
Sophia
situation.
Richie used to be really good friends. And Sophia Richie dated Justin Bieber, and then Nicola did. And then I didn't see them be friends anymore.
Selena's little sister was there too.
Yeah, it looked like a great little slumber party.
It did. And Raquel.
Yeah, and Raquel. And it looked like Brooklyn.
And a couple of her other friends.
Brooklyn Beckham was cooking up a storm for them. It was very sweet.
That guy, our little chef.
Yes, Brooklyn.
For so long, I have been using Thrive Cosmetics mascara. I am so happy that we're doing ads for them now because I have been using this mascara all the time, buy it all the time. It's in that, I think, people see it on Instagram and it has that like blue tube. It's a little heavy. It is, I think, one of the best mascaras out there. It is their Liquid Lash Extensions mascara. It's the first vegan tubing mascara. It's their best-selling product. It lasts all day without clumping, smudging, or flaking. I think it is really like one of the best mascaras I've ever used. And it has a easy removal. Like, it really doesn't stick because the tubing formula, it like just a little warm water and washcloth, it kind of like slides right off, which is really nice. Thrive Cosmetics makes high performance beauty and skincare products made with clean, skin loving ingredients. They have a lip tint that's great. They also make like the pencil eyeshadows, which are so easy to use. I use their lightest shade, brightens up the eye. You can use it you can combine them to make like more of a smoky look, or you could just do it to just brighten up your eye a little bit. They have amazing products. They also have their Bigger Than Beauty mission. For every product purchased, Thrive Cosmetics donates to help communities thrive, which is great. So celebrate the season of giving and try Thrive Cosmetics today. Right now, you can get 15% off your first order when you visit thrivecosmetics.com/chicks. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/chicks for 15% off your first order.
Love is Blind Season 3 is coming to an end, so we're going to talk a little bit about what has transpired across these past episodes. Finale is this week, so we'll talk about that at the end of the week. But let me tell you, this was a really good season, very captivating, very hateable. There's a lot of hateable people on this show, and we could start with Bartiste and Cole, who are just two of the most hateable people I've seen on a reality television show. And they're even more hateable online. They're Have you seen their TikToks?
No.
Holy fuck. I
haven't seen their social profiles at all.
They are so fucking hateable. It's insane. Like, genuinely, some of the most hateable people I've seen.
Bartiste, I think, frustrated me almost more than Cole. Which sounds crazy, but first of all, I want to talk about what conversations that were had in the last couple episodes. So if you're not totally caught up, I would wait to listen to this because there is like the final episode is coming out this week, but 1 through 10 is out. And in 10, Cole had a conversation with Zay, and they like basically, I see the frustrations on both sides. I think he's frustrated because she totally does act like his mother and like kind of treats him like he's a kid still.
Yeah.
And you can tell she's frustrated. So it's like every time she's like, no, I want to get married. I love you. It's like, okay, yes. Cole says something like, I know you love me, but I don't know. Like, if you like me. Like, it feels like you hate me. Which honestly, like, I get that.
It doesn't even seem like she loves him. Like,
yeah, right. Like, she doesn't seem like she likes him.
It doesn't seem like fucking love or like each other at all.
She doesn't seem like she likes him at all. So a fair question. But then he asked her if she was bipolar, which had our jaws on the fucking floor. We were like,
he was dead
this
serious.
Guy cannot be serious right now. Like, now, like, that to me is like, oh, you want to show that you're ready for marriage, you're mature, you're going to marry an older woman, she thinks you act like a kid. That is as immature as it gets.
It was quite the unfolding that happened between the two of them, because I do
insane
understand the frustration towards Zay in terms of, like, yes, like you said, she does act like his mom. You know, he tries to cook something, she has to step in and start cooking. Like, you know, a guy can do things on his own.
She just seems very frustrated by everything he does.
Like, I just think they are not compatible at all.
Yeah,
I think there's someone out there for Zay, and I think there's probably someone out there for Cole, even though he frustrates me as well. There's somebody out there for both of them, but they are not compatible with each other. They are totally different. They are so different, and I think that they need to stop pretending as if they like or love each other in any way, shape, or form.
What is he posting on TikTok?
Just really annoying TikToks. Just fucking annoying ass TikToks. I'll show you one right now, just because I think his whole demeanor bothers me. Him and Bartise, their whole fucking... I'm sorry, I'm cursing a lot right now. Wow, when have I ever apologized about cursing? Oh. Anyways.
Bartise for me is more like, these guys, him with Nancy, like, I just feel like he is trying to come across like a good guy. And that he's had all this growth.
And he's so not.
And it just is.
But here's the thing. I think that there's too much to show you. You guys filter on your own, honestly. He's just annoying.
Noted.
Like, there's nothing that bad. He's just annoying, in my opinion. Bartise, I think, wants to act like he is a mature, grown man, and he is not in any way. I think his conversations where he tries to come across like he's mature comes across very immature. The abortion conversation between the two of them keeps getting brought up, and which I find odd that it keeps getting brought up from Bartise. Like, he can't let it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, there's just something, they're also not compatible, it seems, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean,
that could also just be a way of, maybe he just keeps referencing that conversation to lead to the fact that they maybe just have all around different political views.
Right. And also maybe the producers, because he keeps bringing it up, and I'm thinking maybe the producers keep asking about it and then they cut it, because you never know. Producers make people restate things, and he might be like, oh, the abortion issue, and then
it's not even a political issue. Right. It's fucking human rights issue. But it's more, I'm saying, like, that could have been the opening of a bigger political conversation for them.
That Bartise and Cole made their counterparts feel very insecure, which I think is a problem. I think when Bartise kept talking about how him and Raven, that, oh my God,
prettier women,
people their jaws would drop when they walk in the room. Their jaws would drop at Raven, but their jaws are not dropping at you. Like, that, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, that was mean, but it's just the way that he was so full of himself makes you want to say those things, because you're like, you need to be knocked down a pedestal because you're making another woman feel bad about herself. Like, he kept just being like, attraction is important, okay? And not everyone is going to be attracted to everybody. So I do understand that, right? Like, if you're not attracted to somebody, you cannot be, like, if the relationship can't go on much longer if you're like, I just can't. I feel like that's an important part. Like,
so you don't believe love is blind?
And to a certain extent, it's like,
I'm totally kidding. I just find it very funny that it's always like, when they're at the weddings, the officiant is like, is love truly blind?
And you're like, nope. But I think, I don't know if what I'm trying to say is coming across, but it's like,
no, I totally get what you're trying to say. That Bartise comes off fake too, because I feel like he keeps trying to push, like, he's mentioned so many times about the physical nature, where it's like, okay, if that is so important to you, then leave this process.
Right. That's what it is.
Don't marry Nancy then. Like, it seems like you're forcing yourself
and just because
to do this.
Just because Bartise is not attracted to Nancy doesn't mean Nancy is unattractive. And just because Cole is more attracted to Colleen or thinks Colleen is better looking does not mean Zay is not attractive.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
I think that they're both beautiful, and I think that yes, it is important that you want to have sex with the person you're with. I think that's probably pretty important. So I do understand where they're like,
right.
But
it's
don't continue
more like
on.
Sexual attraction.
Right, sexual attraction.
Like it's different. I find that to be different than just blanket using the word attraction, because sometimes that gets brought down to just like, well, if that person's hot or not.
Right, but it's like sexual chemistry.
Sexual chemistry,
I think, is important. So it's like, okay, if you don't see that the sexual chemistry is there and that is something that's important to you in a relationship, like you said, stop the process. Yeah. Because what I think is happening now is that Nancy and Zay are insecure in their relationships.
Right.
Whereas if they were told, hey, I don't feel the sexual chemistry with you, it would hurt.
Yeah.
But then you break it off.
Yep.
And then you go find somebody that you do have that sexual chemistry with. When somebody tells you, I don't feel that attraction or whatever with you, and then stays with you, you're going to continue to be insecure because you now know the person you're with is not attracted to you in that way. So that's just going to keep hurting you. So I think that's a whole other issue but then Cole took it back now with Zay. He's like, I now find you more attractive. I'm like, shut up. Shut up. With Bartise and Nancy,
she said yes.
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, Nancy, well, you don't got to say yes to this guy. I know. You don't have to say yes just because you did the show. People say no.
I'm like really afraid he's going to say yes.
No, I really hope not. I really hope that none of them say yes, besides Alexa and Brennan.
Yeah.
I hope that they go through with it. But Zay and Cole, Nancy and Bartise, please God, do not get married.
Colleen and Matt definitely don't have it. We saw
I forgot about them.
Saw a lot of conversations in there, like they had a dinner in like the aquarium, kind of vibe where it looks like they're underwater, and he was just like, stop fucking bullshitting me. What's the answer? What's your answer? What's your answer? And she was just like, no. Like, it's like, yeah, they clearly, this is the thing, they're on reality TV, they have to drag this out all the way to the altar. It's like there's so many times where it's like, oh, a breakup should have happened earlier, but they wait for the big moment on the altar because that's, what they signed up for and what producers want to happen. So I just 0% chance in my mind those two go through with it. And
so Matt clearly has some trust issues because his longtime
his wife
that they met when they were 15 was cheating on him
had a baby with somebody else
and got pregnant with somebody else, and that will fuck you up.
And it seems like he had said they had not spoken after the phone call of like, hey, I'm pregnant with somebody else's baby, that was just like it. So no closure, no nothing.
Imagine it being a phone call and that's your wife. That's insane.
2-date Matt, apparently that's what they call him on the streets.
So you can't blame him for having those trust issues, but you can't push that on every person you date then, and
certainly maybe the wrong show.
Right. So I don't know. I hope that none of them get married, and I hope that Alexa and Brennan are happy because they seem like the only ones that could have a potential future.
I know. The one wedding that we totally saw was Raven and SK, and that one made me sad because I actually really think Raven and SK are a good match. And it's just frustrating that he like signed up for a show where you potentially get married at the end, and in the very near future he's just moving to California to go to school. So if it worked for him, it would be a long distance marriage. So I just felt like it didn't logically make any sense for them to get married at that point. I think Raven was hopeful that they would because she really loves him, and I think he does too. But I think SK is a very logical thinker, and he was like, look, logistically, this does not work. I'm not going to be able to be the husband that she needs. I'm going to be living somewhere else. She doesn't want to move to California. So right now it's just not going to work. I don't know, maybe if they could work it out in the future. I think
they're still together right now.
I think they were a good pair. So maybe they made it work. His mom was so cute.
It was so cute.
It broke my heart when she was being like, say yes. Like she wanted him to get married, and her going to see Raven afterwards and being like, oh, we love you. And it was very sweet.
It was very sweet. I thought that Raven looked gorgeous.
She did.
And I think they're still together right now. She did make a funny TikTok about Bartise that made me laugh. It was something like,
I hope they are. I'm not gonna look because I don't want to see until the reunion.
Something about making fun of his earrings, I think, which I thought was pretty funny. So I'm excited for the finale.
I'm sure they watch back and they see like the comments that people make, and you're just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like I assume Raven's like watching some of these conversations between him and Nancy, being like, dude,
get it together.
Like, why are you talking about me so much? I'm not talking about you.
Right. I actually loved that she didn't really give him the time of day.
Yeah.
Like she was like, I'm good with my man.
Totally. When he kept saying like, people see us.
People their jaws would drop seeing us together. Okay. We make sense together.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I know. So I don't know. I'm worried about Alexa and Brennan only because the preview made it seem like something bad happens, but that could be a fake,
because they've been so good that the previews want to make you sweat it a little bit.
I hope so. I think that they're such a good like opposites attract story where I hope they make it work.
If you're looking for a new way to get energy, look no further from Proper Wild. First of all, I love the name. I just think Proper Wild is a great name. It
is a good name.
I won Wildest in my 8th grade yearbook. I'm just saying, just had to throw that out there.
But you were so proper about it.
But I was because I was at Catholic school, I was properly wild. That's why I love the name. It is a clean, no preservatives, no artificial sweeteners, and no horrible chemicals, just a natural tasting energy shot to get you through your morning, to get you through a long day, to get you through a late night. Whenever you need that boost of energy, that's where Proper Wild comes to play. And it's also 100% plant-based. So if you are somebody who is plant-based out there, it's very important to know that this is 100% plant-based, which is awesome. Like I said, gives you that energy that you need. It's a quick little shot to get you through the day. You don't need to pick up a cup of coffee or whatever it is that you usually get. Just take a little shot of Proper Wild and you are good to go.
It's so much better than, I think, there's probably an energy shot out there that your brain goes to, you think of. This is so much better because it's cleaner. It reduces those jitters that sometimes those products can produce.
Right.
Proper Wild, I think, is it's a great way to just change it up. I think when it comes to energy drinks, things like that, it's a lot of liquid. You have to drink a lot of it. This is like just a quick, easy, clean solution to getting that boost of energy.
Right. No bad chemicals. It's vegan. It's gluten-free, GMO-free, dairy-free, no preservatives, all great stuff in this. So, because when you hear energy shot, you think...
Good flavors, too.
Great flavors. You automatically think, oh, energy shot, that can't be great for you.
Yeah.
This one is. So, check out Proper Wild to give you that Friday energy that you need to get through your day.
Yep. properwild.com/barstool to try Proper Wild for 30% off. Terrible news we got on Saturday. It was announced, of course, once again by TMZ. I feel like we were just doing this, where they shared the passing of Aaron Carter at 34 years old. The details are upsetting and sad, and we don't really fully know everything, but we do know that he has had a long battle with addiction and mental health issues, and he has openly talked about those things in recent years. His ex-fiance has also, she's been posting, she shared a lot of this too, being like, got to the point where we couldn't keep doing this if he didn't help himself. And sadly, it just seems like he never got to that point, like wasn't able to turn it around and lost that battle which is just, it's so sad. And once again goes back to this, like, the mega fame at such a young age, and his family dynamic and everything that was going on. He shared some upsetting stories about his family.
Right.
You don't really know, like, the truth of all of it. We do know, like, in recent years, Nick and Ashley filed a restraining order against him. So I think things got really, really messy towards the end, which is just, it's so sad. And Nick and Ashley have both shared their thoughts, and it's just, for them, they just lost another sibling.
Right. It's awful. And even if they had problems with him when someone passes, now all of those thoughts come back to their head. Like, what if we had made things okay? And, if he would have gotten the help that he needed, and it just seemed like he did need help, and he wasn't able to get that help that he really needed, which is just so sad and awful. And he was so young. There was so much to live for, but he struggled really hard, and I feel awful that he wasn't able to get the help that he really needed.
And so many people talk about, you can't help someone who doesn't want to help themselves, and I think they have, family-wise, I think they really tried to help him for so long, and it just got to a breaking point. Mm-hmm. He just had a kid in the last, I believe, like, year or 2 years, so that's a kid that lost his father. It's very, 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 very sad. It, like you said, so young. It's so crazy because I'm 28, and so when I was 10 and he was 16, like, he seemed so old and cool, and, like, I'm like, God, we're really not that. That age difference is not crazy. Like, I'm like, he wasn't that much older than me.
And I always think back to the Lizzie McGuire episode that he was on, and Hillary Duff posted a nice message.
I felt like that was, in just a couple sentences, summed it up so well, just being sad and being like, yo, God, my teenage self really loved you, and you lose somebody like that you were close to when you were young, and it definitely is very emotional. And the Carters have lost a sibling already, and Aaron had made some fairly upsetting accusations also in the last few years, so it's been very tumultuous for that family. I saw they paid tribute to him at a Backstreet Boys concert. They're at I think they're touring. They're in Europe right now. I think they're in London. And Nick kind of, like, broke down on stage. They put pictures of him, and the band all kind of said, he was like all of our little brothers. So just another one that really, really hurts, because it's somebody that you watch and idolize growing up. He dated all the girls that we loved and was in the drama, and we loved his, had some of the best songs that bring us back to those childhood moments. And to lose somebody like that is very, very sad. I know that it was, like, very emotional for a lot of people, a lot of fans this weekend who grew up in that time. And he was very important. And I think everybody had felt for him that it just had turned into a kind of a mess of a situation. And for it to end that way is the worst case scenario. And I think, both his siblings had posted and said, hopefully you come to rest, and
he's at peace now.
Yeah, exactly. So just another really
very
tough
sad
one. Very, very sad. All right, we got a great game of trivia with our girl, Charcuterie Chick. We were dying to eat all that meat and cheese while we were playing, but her book is great. We have a great game of trivia. But guys, always remember, when you want to hit reset, reach for a Coors Light. It's made to chill. The fall, hey, it's been warm in New York, but fall does not have to be the end of your summer chill. Coors Light helps you find moments to unwind. College football games, maybe you're just hanging out outside, the leaves are falling, you have those beautiful fall moments. There's always a way to turn off and hit reset. It's mountain cold refreshment, made to chill, Coors Light, cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged. It is the one I choose when I need to unwind. Coors Light was my friend for Marathon Day. And Coors Light is normally my friend on Sunday, because it is the me day. Time to reset, unwind, watch football, hang out, get Coors Light in the new look delivered straight to your door with Drizzly or Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/chicks. So when you want to hit reset, reach for the beer that's made to chill. And always celebrate responsibly. This is Coors Brewing Company in Golden, Colorado.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another game of Beat Ria and Fran. This is game 54, and this is a very, very special in-person edition of Beat Ria and Fran. We have Liv and Chase, the charcuterie chick, who has brought her special board for us, or one of her special boards, and her new book, The Art of the Board, which we are so excited about. So Liv brought us a special board a couple years back for while we were watching The Bachelor, and it was unbelievable. We've talked about it for years and years to come, and so we're so excited to have her back and to be promoting The Art of the Board, which if you love food, if you love making boards, if you love this is it. There's recipes, there's cocktails. Everyone has to check it out.
Awesome. Thanks, Ria. Thanks for the introduction. We're so excited to be here.
Yes, and like Ria said, this is our first in-person game. So we have Liv, we have Chase, your fiance.
Yes.
Which is very exciting.
Quite an honor.
Yeah.
As you may have seen, maybe on Instagram, maybe you didn't see it, we have suspended Noah for one game, a one-game suspension for the amount of mistakes he has made over time and time again. Although we still love him and appreciate him as our producer, we had to have the lovely Devon step in.
The last two mistakes were just too close together.
Yes, you interrupt. I was doing a grand introduction. So the lovely Devon has stepped in, and she will be hosting this game of
Thank
trivia.
you for having me.
We trust her with our entire lives, and so we now trust her with this sacred game of trivia, Game 54. Welcome, Devon. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm excited.
You look great.
I've never seen Noah do this. I've only seen the final cut. So we'll see how it goes.
I feel like the confidence is there. We trust
definitely.
you. We think you fact check. You got the pen in your hand. You're looking very official. And so we're very excited.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. Do we want to start with the Rotten Tomatoes score?
I think we shall.
Let's do it.
Wow, we're gonna
Go easy on us, Devon.
jump right into it. You guys are good with the rules, right? 15 questions.
Practice on our way in.
Okay, perfect. And I won't remind everybody at home. Hopefully you guys have heard me say it 9 million times. So Devon will get into it. Noah is in the room. I do want to say he does not have a mic, that he has lost those privileges. So he is just silent, making sure that the production goes well, but he will not be participating. So Devon is going to give us a movie. We are going to guess the critics' Rotten Tomatoes score. Whoever is the closest will get to go first. Everyone gets a guess, and we will alternate guesses. So Devon, what is today's movie?
Today's movie is Ratatouille.
You love Ratatouille.
I do. I'm going to be honest. I wanted to say anyone can cook and lead it in like that, but I didn't want to be too obnoxious off of that.
Very on theme.
It's also, that's been my favorite viral clip of the last couple weeks, was the speeches of the guy, and he goes, "This is not Ratatouille. The rats
don't run the city.
The rats don't run the city. We do."
All right, you guys go first.
All right.
You're the guest of honor. You should go first.
Oh, I don't know about that. Okay, I'll go high. 86%.
I'm going to go...
Feels like a perfect movie to me.
I'm going to go 98%.
Ooh.
Got it?
Chase, you're up.
Wow. I'll go 97.
Oh my gosh.
Strategic. I'm going to go 91.
Our winner, Chase.
Wow.
What was the score?
It was 96, and he guessed 97.
I thought you were going to box me in,
smart.
and then you would have had it.
Smart.
I thought that was coming too. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
All right.
It seems like it had to be a high 90.
Yeah,
Had to be.
It's one of
I
those.
definitely guessed too loud.
All right, first question to you guys.
First question is from Lori from who knows where, and she asks, Nick Jonas was diagnosed with a medical illness. Name the illness and the song he wrote about it.
Oh, jeez. Fran's gonna know this one. Do you know?
I can't say I have any clue. Do you know Nick Jonas songs?
I do, but none about any of his conditions. Lyme disease.
Song?
Final answer. My Lyme's disease.
Incorrect. Ria Fran.
Diabetes, which changed everyone's life when Nick Jonas was diagnosed with diabetes.
And the song is a little bit longer.
Yep.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
That does ring a bell now that I think about it.
All right, moving on to question number 2. Kelly from Cleveland wants you to name the 3 participants in the infamous love triangle on MTV's Laguna Beach.
Oh, it's
Steven, Kristen, and Lauren.
Ding, ding, ding.
Final answer.
I thought that was kind of easy, too.
They didn't even think for a second on either of those questions.
It's all right. It's all right.
Can I ask a question?
Ask me a question.
Who compiled these questions?
Noah did. I did
Okay.
look them over, though, because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't jumping on
Okay,
it. It was...
okay.
All right. Back to Liv and Chase. Question number 3 from Milligan from the Bay Area. She asks, on whose season of The Bachelor did Ashley I, Becca Tilley, and Jade Roper appear? I could be pronouncing her last name wrong. You're
good on that.
Beautiful.
We're like new Bachelor watchers, so like later seasons, and I know those names are
That was
older
definitely
names.
before my fanhood.
Yeah. So is it like season number or the name of The Bachelor?
The name of The Bachelor.
I think like the first season that we watched might have been Nick Vial. So we're gonna go there. Final answer.
Incorrect. Ria and Fran.
Crystals.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh my god.
Oh, it was Bachelorette.
It was.
I guess the ding ding dings.
No,
You like that?
You said
Yeah.
Raphael. Crystals is a guy.
Okay.
But yeah, so Chris was a few seasons before.
Okay.
I'll give it.
Yeah. I like the sound effects.
Things go a
the
lot
ding,
worse
ding,
for you
ding.
guys
Yeah, I
when
like it.
Noah's asking the questions.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
this is...
Well, that's why I was curious to see if he still compiled the questions.
I'm gonna be honest though. When I was looking through these, I was like, should I just add in a Billie Eilish themed question just for like the heck of it while I have the chance? We're going to Ria and Fran now. Question number 4. Addie from Mass. Who was Ed Sheeran's love interest in the Perfect music video?
Was it Ellie Goulding? Because didn't he write a song about Ellie Goulding cheating on him?
Was it?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Why do I think? Was Zoe Deutsch in an Ed Sheeran video?
I have no idea. I don't think I've.
Because I feel like she did like 2 videos. Or
5
no,
seconds.
I can't remember. I'm gonna go Zoe Deutsch because I think.
Zoe Deutsch, final
Yeah,
answer?
Zoe Deutsch. Final answer.
Correct.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my god. This game is flying.
I know.
You guys are on fire.
I remember because we forgot to ask her about music videos
Justin
when we
Bieber,
interviewed her,
though.
and then but she brought up Ed Sheeran.
Oh, I
Afterwards.
never remember that.
All right. I want you guys to
this.
get this. I want you on the board.
We're right where we want to be.
Yeah.
It's if we win,
Long
just
game.
straight up, nobody really cares if we're down a lot, and then
And then
we
come
win.
up.
Then
Yeah,
people are
that's a
talking
good
about it.
game.
Are you guys Harry Potter fans?
We are.
Fine.
All right. Number 5, Ashley from Pittsburgh. What type of pet does Neville Longbottom have? And what is the pet's name?
We should know this.
Okay.
Is it a toad?
Mine is a cat. Ron is a rat. Harry's an owl.
Neville's a very toad character.
Okay. What was the name though?
15 seconds.
No.
Not good.
5, if you want to lock in an answer.
Yes.
Wilbur, the toad.
They are right. It is a toad, but his name is Trevor.
Ding, 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 ding.
Trevor the toad.
You guys are killing it.
Yeah, thanks.
You know, I looked it up just for the technicalities. I was like, what if they say
They
frog?
frog? Yeah.
And all toads are frogs, but not all frogs are toads.
Oh, that
I
is
looked
fun
it up.
facts.
I know. I was
And
like,
we're learning things.
Here we are.
Yeah, we are. We're losing, but we're learning.
okay. Number 6 to Ria and Fran. Milligan from the Bay Area. Is that the 2
Here-
Milligans? Oh,
Here she
well,
is back.
Same Milligan.
Probably the same
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I was like, wow, there's 2 Milligans in the Bay Area. Okay. You should know this. I'll start with that.
Noah does that to us all the time.
List the Jersey Shore members that have competed on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, the situation Vinny's on right now. Has Snooki ever done it?
think it's Mike the Situation, Vinny.
It's definitely those two. I just don't know if there's another girl in there.
I don't think so. I feel like
I think
we
it's
would
just those two.
Yeah, let's go those two. I'm okay getting this one wrong.
Okay. We're going The Situation and Vinny. There's somebody else in there.
So it's definitely Vinny. Situation. I was thinking JWoww over Snooki. Or
Let's go with Angelina. She seems like she's more of a Dancing with the Stars person.
you think so? Oh yeah, definitely more Snooki. Okay, we'll do Mike the Situation, Vinny, and Angelina.
Incorrect. It is Snooki, Mike,
Snooki.
and Vinny. Stick with
I
the
know.
shit.
How
it was
come I haven't
Snooki.
seen a single clip of
I
Snooki
know it was
Yeah.
Snooki.
on Dancing with the
She would have been the
Stars?
last.
I think
That
she was
must have-
booted
that had to
pretty
be,
early.
like,
She
before
probably got
I think she
Yeah.
went pretty early.
Yeah.
Wait, no. She was a cheerleader, though. She should have been good.
No, but
Oh,
I don't know
right.
if she was the height differential. You know, she's so short. It's not good for ballroom dance.
Yeah, they do say that. All right. Back to you guys.
Okay.
7. Madison from Sunnyside, Queens. The I in the Seinfeld logo is dotted with what shape?
This is so you.
This is. I should know this. I want to say a triangle. Wow, a lot of people are going to give me shit if I get this wrong. But I think it's a triangle.
Okay. Trust you.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Woo! On the board!
Wow.
All right. Good job.
It's
couldn't even
specifically
picture that.
It's
So
specifically an upside down triangle, but we're accepting triangle.
Okay.
Triangle.
Cool.
Yes.
That was a
That is the
was
shape.
pre-notion.
An upside down
Yeah.
triangle is a triangle.
Yes.
But not every frog is a toad.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, Ria Fran. 8. Liv from Queens, New York wants you to put these festivals in order of oldest to newest. Governor's Ball, Burning Man, Coachella, and Lollapalooza.
Lala, I think, is the oldest. I think Lala might be first to ever happen.
Okay. Then Gov Ball. What was the other
I
one?
don't think it has Burning Man I'd put before Gov Ball.
I thought Burning Man was one of the newer ones.
No, I feel like Burning Man's been going on for a long time.
10 seconds.
I think no. I think it's Lollapalooza, Gov Ball.
Burning Man, Coachella, Burning Man?
Is that
Coachella's
that's
been
your
around
answer?
for a long time.
Coachella,
yes.
then Burning Man. Yeah.
Lala, Gov Ball, Coachella, Burning Man.
Incorrect. Do you guys need me to relist the?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
So, order of oldest to newest. It's Governor's Ball, Burning Man, Coachella, Lollapalooza.
Oldest to newest?
Yes.
Governor's Ball sounds prestigious, like it's been around for a long time.
Okay, we could go for it. All right, then. I do feel like Lollapalooza, I feel like I heard that when I was like younger. Like that's been around a long time.
I feel like I've heard of Burning Man forever.
Me too. They're all. All
10
right.
seconds.
Want to do Governor's Ball first?
Yeah.
Okay. Gov Ball, Lollapalooza, Coachella, Burning Man.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
So close, but incorrect. It's Burning Man in 1986, Lollapalooza in 1991, Coachella in 1999,
Gov Ball's the most recent.
Gov Ball 2011.
I appreciate you saying we were
really?
close, but we
You
definitely
just
couldn't
swapped,
have been
you
farther
swapped
away.
Burning Man and Governor's
Burning Man,
Ball.
I didn't really hear about till more recently.
Yeah.
Burning Man, I think, is like because it's like the OG, like
Well, I was thinking
real
Woodstock.
dirty. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I thought that Burning Man, like years later, they try and copy that.
It has that vibe.
Yeah.
It has that vibe. All right. Back to you guys. Question 9. Stephanie from Ontario, Canada. Woo! We're international. What are the names of the 2 mean girls on Hannah Montana?
I wasn't a Disney Channel child.
I don't think I could even guess.
Fran and Ria.
No, those are nice names.
10 seconds.
Oh, I wish we were named
Brittany
Girls Named Montana.
and
Nicole.
Nicole.
Good. Honestly, good guess.
Yes.
Amber and Tiffany.
Incorrect.
Well, we didn't
I
even
didn't give you the
discuss.
time.
You didn't even give us.
Well, you looked at her.
right, but
Yeah, I thought that was like your final
Yeah.
answer.
Okay, but you. All right,
I don't.
Sure, fine.
I mean,
whatever.
I also don't know.
Okay.
So. Amber
I
and
could-
Tiffany would have been my.
Yeah.
Tiffany's one of
You
them.
were close.
For sure.
This is my strike one. Amber and Ashley.
I wasn't gonna remember.
I thought you were confident, and that was like your locked
Yes,
answer.
I thought she was
apologize.
doing the same thing as well.
Noah might be back in.
Yeah.
I'm fired.
No, I thought the same. That was with confidence.
I'm tired of being second best or fake best. I don't know.
No, you do not. Get it. Okay, last night was...
Last night was a mistake.
Who's that guy?
I don't know.
Last night was a mistake. Is that what he says?
10 seconds.
She says, "Is it? He's just not that into you."
Sure, why not?
Sure.
Is that your locked?
Yeah.
I don't know the voice.
All right.
Are we allowed to hear it again?
Yeah.
I'm tired of being second best or fake best. I don't know.
No, you do not. Get it. Okay, last night was...
Last night was a mistake.
Fake
Such a
best.
distinct male
I
voice.
feel like it has to be like some movie where like they're pretending to date for like some reason.
Yeah.
You know?
Something happened that was a mistake.
Oh, mother.
Like they're pretending to date.
Think out loud, Fran.
Fuck. I know exactly what it is. God damn it.
Do you know?
What's the Sandra Bullock movie where she's in Alaska with
10
that
seconds.
guy? They were pretending to date?
Can I have your final answer?
She's a man.
Incorrect.
To all the boys.
It is. To all the boys I've
To all
loved
the boys I
before.
loved before. It
Oh,
took
I
me a
don't know
while.
that one.
Finally, after the third try, I was like, why that voice? It's Noah Centineo. I would. Damn it.
I would
Never
have
even
never
seen
gotten
that.
that.
Yeah.
You
Either.
could have given us 3 months on that one.
Yeah.
Same.
Well, for many of these questions, clearly.
Liv and Chase. Olivia from Philly asks, in the Lizzie McGuire movie, who was the valedictorian that got sick and couldn't say her speech?
Oh, that's a good question.
The blonde girl.
I'm a big Hillary Duff fan, but I feel like I should know this.
Is it Shelby?
Is that your final answer? You have
Yeah.
10 seconds if you want to keep thinking.
I don't know if Chase is gonna know.
I'm good with that answer.
Yeah.
Shelby is incorrect. Ria and Fran.
Margaret Chan? You know Margaret Chan. You know Margaret Chan.
Sure.
Margaret Chan.
Ding,
Final
ding, ding,
answer.
ding, ding.
Oh my
Back
gosh.
on the board. Fran is on fire.
You guys are
Dude,
good.
that's
We're feeling good
one-
coming in today.
I think of the
showing.
little cartoon as having like that dream where you're no Margaret Chan.
Back to Ria and Fran. Question 12. CL from Toms River, New Jersey asks, what was the name of the trophy / award that they won at the talent show in High School Musical 2?
It's not just like the name of the country club. The I don't know.
10
I
seconds.
don't know either.
I can't even remember the club. It's something Springs, right?
Lava Springs.
Lava Springs
Razzle Dazzle Award.
Award.
Razzle Dazzle?
Yes.
Incorrect. Liv and Chase?
Can you ask the question again?
Yes. What was the name of the trophy / award that they won at the talent show in High School Musical 2?
Did you see any of those?
No, I did not. It's not the Razzle Dazzle Award. I can rule that one out.
Okay.
Should have been.
Yeah.
We can go off of what there's Cedar Springs
Sensation.
Talent Award. No, talent. Cedar Springs Talent Award.
Final answer?
Yes.
Incorrect. Ria, you were just there. It's the Star Dazzle Award.
Oh, wow.
my
That was
goodness.
really close.
Damn.
Star Dazzle Award.
I'm just almost there today.
Yeah.
Live and Chase. Question 13. Addie from Mass asks, what movie did Zac Efron shoot instead of going on the High School Musical tour?
17 again?
I was gonna say 17 again. It's got to be like one of his first ones, and that's the first one I could remember.
Yeah, me too. I'm trying to think if there's other ones though. Like when he was younger.
I'm good with that.
Okay. 17 again.
Locked answer? Incorrect.
It's not because I was so young because I went to the concert. It was my first concert ever. Drew Seeley performed for Zac Efron.
Was it the was it like the Oscar Wilde movie? Or the
He had to have been really young because it was like right around when High School Musical came out. It was not 17 again. It was not when he was older.
Charlie St. Cloud was later. I
Later.
think, too.
10 seconds.
I don't know any of his early
I
movies.
think it's the Oscar Wilde movie, but I don't know.
Can I have a locked answer?
I can't remember what it's called. Oscar. Final answer.
Incorrect. It's
Oh,
Hairspray.
Oh my god.
love
Oh my god. I'm
Hairspray.
so
I
embarrassed.
love Hairspray.
I'm so
Me
embarrassed.
too. I love Hairspray. That was a
I
shame.
when I saw this,
We
though,
love Hairspray.
We love Hairspray. I love Hairspray.
I didn't put those two like time wise near each other in my head.
I
me
didn't do
either.
no.
He's my he's
Now
such
that
a good
you're
link.
saying it though, because then I like
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then like
Yep.
maybe a year or two later, my mom took me to see Hairspray.
Exactly. The movie soundtrack came out around my
Shit.
13th birthday, and I listened to it nonstop. So yeah, that does timeline wise does
does.
check out.
Bummer.
Wow,
It was a good one.
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed.
It's
I'm not
It's all right.
embarrassed.
I'm
You shouldn't be
embarrassed.
embarrassed. It's
but
like
I'm
It was
shocked.
it was a
10-1.
good question. It was
Yeah,
a
that's
good
a good
question.
question. Well worded, tricky wording.
Ria and Fran, you guys again. Charity from Troutman, North Carolina. What spell does Harry cast to summon his broomstick in the first round of the Tri-Wizard Tournament?
Why 2 Harry Potter questions, Noah? Why? We told you do not repeat questions. Whatever. Anyways, what is the answer?
I can't even remember.
It's just that you know that I don't know. It's crazy.
I look. How many times do we have to tell him not to do 2 questions of the same thing? I don't. Yeah, I.
Out of
Look.
all the things
We've
in the
said it
world,
9
out of
million
all the
times.
things that exist.
Accio broomstick.
Incorrect.
Oh, that was a great guess.
Shit, I thought that's what it
Can you say
was.
it one more time?
Could we use like 28 of the seconds to see if I can find Kelly Keegan?
I wish I could say yes, but no.
Could you ask it again?
Yes. What spell does Harry cast to summon his broomstick in the first round of the Tri-Wizard Tournament?
Okay, was a good one.
That was a great guess. I can't get over how good of a guess that was, and the fact I was wrong.
I could have sworn that was the
What
answer.
could it
So
be?
It's got to be like a one-off spell. Like it couldn't have been like a repeated.
10 seconds.
Make some note.
No, I don't even have anything.
You. Can I have a final answer?
We don't have one.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we can make it up.
It's Accio Firebolt.
all right, that's what I
Firebolt
said.
was the
but
name
Is it?
of his
yeah,
broomstick.
but I firebolt. I said broomstick, but the spell is Accio. Accio.
yeah.
it's ACCIO.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said, but it's okay. Yeah, but that's the spell.
I think it's
is
the name of the broomstick.
That all you have to say is that for the
I say give
broomstick
it
to
to him.
show up. It's
Give him
okay.
the
That was the
point.
last question anyway.
Nope.
Thank.
We have
Oh, I
one
thought it
final
was.
question.
Oh.
Nope. 15.
Okay.
Back to you guys. Final question, again from Addie from Mass. I think she was here earlier. What quote is at the beginning of Paris by Jay-Z and Kanye West, and from what movie?
Do you know?
You know what song I'm talking about,
We
right?
danced
Okay.
to one song and one song only. It's from Blades of Glory.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Woo!
Nicely
Right,
done.
that was good.
Nicely done.
That was clean. Final score is Ria and Fran 6, Liv and Chase 2.
Did you have to double
pretty
check that?
shameful.
Or?
Wow.
One
Thank
word
you
is
guys.
off, but
Thank you guys so much for
Thank
playing.
you
For that?
guys.
we're going to skate to one song.
Oh, I think that's.
But I
all
think
right.
give it to
Yeah.
give it.
All right.
Well done,
that was
Devin.
fair,
You did
right?
it.
wouldn't have
Please
accepted
great
it if
job.
that
Please
would've
ignore Noah.
tied us.
Devin, you did a great job. Amazing
Well done,
host.
Devin.
Very
Thank you.
well
Thank
done.
you. Thanks
Good
for
job,
having
Devin.
me.
Liv and Chase, thank you guys so much for playing. We very much enjoyed your company, our first in-person trivia guest. And thank you so much for bringing us these lovely
Sure.
books, The Art of the Board. Can you tell everyone where they can buy them? Because I really,
Absolutely.
really think
Yeah,
people
it's
need
good.
these in their
Good
lives.
party.
Yeah.
Good party hosting book. If
For
you host
sure.
parties.
Yeah, if you guys love to host, this is for you, or you have someone in mind for the holidays that does, you can buy The Art of the Board on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Target, anywhere you can buy books.
A lot of people are calling it the gift of the year.
Yes,
they
It is.
are.
This is. A
I've heard rumbles of
perfect-
that as well.
Perfect gift for like a stocking stuffer or something like. This is
Yeah.
just. It's so.
Or if
perfect.
somebody's
You guys totally-
hosting
Right.
a holiday
Yeah.
party and you want to bring a hostess gift, great hostess gift.
This is
a bottle of
so
wine.
good. So good.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for coming in.
Thanks,
Everyone, please
guys.
check out our book. Go buy it. I'm telling you, it is so worth it.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Yay, good job.
All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Make sure people in New York or surrounding areas that want to come to our show, look for those tickets on Thursday. Subscribe to our YouTube and tune in to Cutting Stems later tonight. Love you guys. Talk to you Wednesday.